Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, we're just here chilling in the God Wars dungeon. I think we're gonna take a stab at Commander Zilyana today. I've not soloed her in quite some time, so just like most of the things I've been fighting lately, I'm just trying to keep it interesting, kind of rotating through all the different bosses, and this is one of the first in the God Wars dungeon that we'll be tackling, so I was looking up some tile plugins, hopefully to help reduce the number of stamina potions we need to drink in here. In case you're not familiar, the whole strategy with Zilyana, at least when you're running it solo, is to pretty much, I think they call it kiting her, where you just keep running around her lair and try to not let her catch you, because if she does, she's gonna hit you with a pretty powerful punch there. So we're just going to run around and make her and her minions chase us, and hopefully we'll get a couple kill count here. We're going to climb down this rock over here. You can see I've got a mixed match of gear here, mainly because when you're in the dungeon, you need to make sure that you've got at least one armor piece or one item piece from each of the different god tier groups. So for instance, we got Zamorak, we've got Saradomin, we've got the 4 major bosses covered. Before I go in, I'm going to switch my crystal armor on, and then we're going to run with the Bowfoot to try to take out Zilyana. So here's the tiles that I was talking about. I think we're pretty much going to click on the red, shoot, click on a yellow, then click to the red, shoot, click on yellow. And we're going to try to go around the whole perimeter of the room, really. So, anyway, we'll see what happens. Hopefully I have enough food to do this. If we get at least 1 or 2 kill count, to be honest, I'll be happy with that. So, let's just dive in and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to protect from magic here, and also put on my rigor. And then we'll do some damage. Think. There we go. Now we're gonna do some damage. Okay, so Zilyana's coming up from the center over there. We're just gonna try to get a little distance between she and us. This is going surprisingly well so far. I wasn't quite sure if I could trust the tile setup, but it seems overall like it's working. I wasn't supposed to stop there, that was my bad. Just nice calm music here, don't let it fool you, she will kill you in a second. What I'm really watching here is my stamina. The way that we're running these tiles, it's supposed to reduce the amount of run you actually use, so that way you can stay here longer. So I'm really keeping an eye on that to see if it works or not. It seems like it is. Once we kill Zilyana here, looks like we just did, we're gonna take down the major first. We've got about a minute. I think it's 90 seconds until she responds. Sheesh. These minions are actually doing way more damage than she was. Let me pull out my blowpipe. We'll try to heal a little bit off of these guys. I should have been doing that all along anyway. I forgot that I brought that as a weapon switch, so once Zilyana goes down, you can use this to wipe out her minions much quicker. And I've got a timer in the upper left of my screen. Looks like we got 35 seconds till she comes back, so try to take these guys down. Yeah, Rainbow, thanks for joining. This one's pretty chill so far. Even if we have to go back and re-gear for more food and stuff, like, so far it's been a pretty chill fight. I'm gonna go grab these seeds real quick. I don't know if I'll be able to kill her minion before she comes back, so just want to get all set up here. Okay, she's back now. And that's okay, even though we didn't kill her minion, we just kind of start fresh. Just like we did for the first kill. There's another way you can do this one. It's called the ping pong method. If you're coming here with a friend, you could just have each other stand on like opposite sides of the arena, diagonally. And one person shoots her, usually 2 or 3 times. And then once she aggroes to them, the next person shoots her like 2 times, so she goes back in their direction. And you literally just ping pong her back and forth while you're like killing her with range. I don't have a friend right now, Rainbow. We gotta get you in here, so we'll do that. Maybe if we get Tim online or something, we'll throw him in here. Let's see. My health is getting a little bit lower than I'm comfortable with. I'm sure I'm not running this like as efficiently as you possibly could, but also not awful though. I was just taking a minute to gather myself there, because I feel like I'm kind of scrambling to get ahead of her now. How do you guys think we're doing? I feel like we've got it somewhat under control. Drop this pie dish. Since we ate all the pie, no point carrying the dish around. Yeah, these minions are doing like 10 times more damage to me than she was. I might have to telly out just to get more food because of them. The main things we're after here today is, of course, the pet. I never stop talking about the pets, but there's also an armadillo crossbow that Zilyana drops. I think it's worth about 50 mil right now, so if we get that, that would make it a good morning for sure. I'm gonna pick up some of this stuff that she dropped. She slapped us there. How rude. Gotta try to drink some of these potions while we're running. I do have the Bones to Peaches spell, or all the runes for the spell here, so we could be picking up the bones from the minions, and we might use those to create some food for ourselves. So that's another strategy in order to help you stay here longer. I feel like I'm struggling a little bit to get ahead of her right now. Okay, there's our third kill, that's cool. Got a rune plate skirt. What's that, 38k? Just about, so pretty cool. So far so good here, although we are running low on food, so I might try for one more kill. And then maybe we'll head back and get more supplies. Even one more is going to be sketchy though, to be honest, because we don't have much of any health. Actually, let's just telly out, so it'll be a lot easier than if I get killed here. Let's just refill our stats, and then I'll show you guys how we can get back there pretty quickly. That way we can keep it as clean of a run as possible. I'm going to throw on my Bandos helm, my cloak, and my Armadillo stole before I forget to. So that way when we go back to the dungeon, all those minions won't jump on me when I walk in the front door. I'll put one of these away. Just trying to figure out quickly what's most helpful from my inventory. I say we roll with this. How's that look, guys? We've got some prayer pots. I actually didn't use many of those last time. Maybe we'll bring more heals just in case. That looks better. Okay, so now we're going to use our Trollheim teleport. Trollheim? Something like that. We're going to go down the little steps here. Careful when you run past these, what are they, hill goblins, or... Oh, mountain trolls, sorry. You want to put your protect from range on, because you're going to throw some rocks at me here. And that's a range type attack, so just don't get hit. I guess they just stand there all day waiting for passerbyers to come through. Not today, boys. Alright, then up here, we're going to walk past these wolves, so you want to put protect from melee on. We'll go down this hole. Oh, sheesh. I know what we forgot. Our key. Let's do that again. I forgot, if you don't bring an ecumenical key with you, you're gonna have to kill like 40 of the Saradomin minions before you're allowed to go in and do the boss fight. And that would be a big waste of your time, so I don't want to do that right now. I was actually farming these keys yesterday, which we can use to sneak through the back door in a sense. So this ecumenical key, we'll take that. Sorry to repeat some of this, but it's still going to save us probably 20 minutes, so I'd rather do it this way. Remind me on the excuse me, on the next run though. We don't want to forget that again. We've got a few more in our bank account, so we can just withdraw another one. This is an exciting day for the mountain trolls. They're going to see someone walk by twice. Best day ever. Get a job. Alright. Let's go through here again. Alright. Get ready for the wolves. We'll put on our protect from melee again. And now we'll go down the hole. For real this time, though. Alright. So again, right here, if we weren't wearing a piece of armor from all the different God Wars bosses, all these minions would be attacking us at once. That makes it a little bit sweaty. We don't want to do that, so... luckily, nobody cares that we're here because they think we're part of each of their teams. So we're just going to casually walk by them. We're going to go down this rock over here. When you first come to this boss, you have to set up all the ropes and stuff, and then once you've come here once, they stay there forever. So luckily we don't have to keep bringing ropes and other stuff with us in order to make the trip. There's some more rocks here. Okay. And now we're back to Zilyana's lair. So again, we're going to walk in here, we're going to put our better armor and stuff on, and then we're just going to have at it. Everybody ready? I'll wait till she gets away from the door and then we'll start running here. Of course she's right in our path here, so we just want her to go anywhere else really. Alright. Good enough for me. Let's go in. She's almost down. Looks like we just got her, so we'll put our blowpipe on. Looks like we got another rune plate skirt, so that's pretty cool. Gonna heal up a tad while we're fighting these guys. I guess if I'm gonna be taking this much damage, maybe I should go heavier on the prayer potion. I'm sorry, the restore potions next time. Not so much on the prayer. Because it seems like that's where I'm losing the majority of my inventory space, you know? Alright, one minion down. Oh nice, they dropped monkfish. We'll eat those right up. We've got 25 seconds until she comes back. I guess we should pick up the drop, right? That's why we're here after all. There we go, we got the skirt. Try to heal a little bit while we're running. Starting to tank a little bit. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. I feel like I'm doing perfectly fine until Zilyana's dead. And then I'm getting wiped out. I'm sure there's more nuance to it that, you know, some small thing that would just make me live a bit longer, but kind of crazy that I'm struggling with the minions more than her. Either way though, I've only killed Zilyana a few hundred times, like I think it's like not even 300. I'll check in a sec, but just the fact that I'm here solo getting some kill count I'm pretty happy with, because it's kind of one of those things that I just never had the confidence to do before, so I definitely recommend the tile packs, that seems to be helping. Alright, that might be a kill there. I think so. Nope, I was wrong. And she's coming for us. She tricked me. She's got 5 health left. That's crazy. There we go. Now we got her. Man, these minions are something else. We got some grimy Raynar weed over there. That's about 27k. Cool. Not an armadillo crossbow, but we'll get there. Let's pick up these bones. I want to show you guys, I mean I also need them anyway, but I want to show you guys how you can use the bones to Peaches spell in order to make some food for yourself while you're here. Just want to kill this other unicorn thing first. Alright, so now I'm going to go into my magic spells, and there's bones and peach icons here. You're pretty much just going to click that, and any bones that were in your inventory will be turned into peaches. And I think they both have, I think they give you about 8 health or hit points back. So that's pretty much, what's that, 24 hit points each time you kill all 3 minions. Should you be able to do that with the time you've got, so that's pretty cool. Here she comes. It's kind of a unique place here. It's like chill but not at the same time, you know? Because if you relax for just a second, you're as good as dead. But as long as you're on your clicks and stuff, you're kind of just running around on your own, like as if you're practicing agility or something, so... kind of unique here. As I get slapped. Gonna get myself killed. I kept thinking she was dead again when she wasn't. Let's see, we got 20k worth of coins just dropped, so we'll take those. One of the other things you can do here is if you wanted to bring blood runes instead, you could probably use blood barrage or something like that in order to heal off of the minions. I kind of wanted to use the teleport spells, and then I also wanted to be able to alchemy stuff in case she drops anything like more rune stuff that we want to alchemy. I'll actually show you guys that now. Like this rune plate we can just turn into gold, and then it's one less thing to carry. But yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do a blood barrage instead, that's certainly an option. Gonna make some more peaches for myself. I love peaches. Gotta get our vitamins in for the next fight here. I've got 2 fish and I've got about, looks like 5 sips of Sarah potion. We're gonna try to get another kill here, but if I can't pull it off, we'll just tele out again and we'll re-gear. Here we go. Alright, so we don't have Super Restore potions left. So if we use up our last Sarah, we're gonna have weakened stats. I'm gonna try not to do that then. So we've pretty much got one fish left. And if we absolutely need to, we'll pull the Sarahs out just to get our last kill taken care of, but again, I'd rather not go that route. There we go. We got the kill. Let's grab the Raynar weed that's over here. I'm just gonna kill these minions just for the heck of it, or at least one of them, because even these minions can occasionally drop some rare gear. So might as well kill them while we're here and the big boss isn't floating around, you know? And those Raynars were another 27k right there, so pretty sick. I think it's not a wash necessarily. I think you make a little bit of profit here per hour if you're just getting like average kills, like the rune gear we've been getting and stuff like that. Where the real money comes in is when you get lucky, of course, getting like an Armadillo crossbow. So hopefully we'll see something like that, but until you get a big drop like that, you're kind of just like slowly building a money stack. You're not really going crazy with it, you know. I think this time I'm gonna keep my one stamina potion just as a reserve there. Let's see, we'll put on this stuff. I think we're gonna do one more trip back there just so we can show you guys a few more kills. But this time we're gonna go a bit heavier with the Sarah brews. We gotta remember our key, right? We don't make the same mistakes twice around here. It's like a rule. Alright, now we got more food. So we're gonna teleport back to Trollheim. We're gonna go see how our troll buddies are doing. Remember to put protect from range on. Right when you get around this spot, that's when you want to put the range on. Hey guys, want to go to God Wars? No? Okay. Okay. Protect yourself from the wolves. And now we're gonna go to the east again. Unfortunately, that area outside does drain your run energy as you're walking through it, I think because of the extreme cold. There's actually a fire pit out there. I've been meaning to create a fire because I think then once I build that, it's not going to drain my energy anymore. But anyway, this is why we have to slowly walk to the boss now, as it depleted our stamina, so it is what it is. So what do we get? I think like 6 kills so far between these two runs. Either 6 or 8, I can't remember, but we haven't died, that's a good thing. I would say this is probably a good starter boss for someone who's not really been to God Wars Dungeon before. This might be a good way to get your feet wet with it. And then of course if you do come with a buddy, like I used to be able to get like 50 kills here in a trip with my friend when we were doing the ping pong method. So if anybody wants to roll that someday, just drop me a message and we can try to figure it out. I'm gonna put my run back on. The commander's now standing in front of us, so I'm just gonna let her walk away. And here we go. She's kind of in like an unideal spot. Oh, now she moved over better. I was gonna say she was right in our run path there, so that would have been inconvenient. I think I'm supposed to be stopping on that green tile when I make the lap over there. That might be one thing I'm doing wrong. Because she's kind of shortcutting the path over towards me, and then I have to keep running from her again. So I'll have to look into that, like if I'm actually supposed to step on the green tiles, or what. There we go. We got her. Okay, and she dropped some Sarah pots and stuff like that. Looks like super restores, so that's good. We'll just pick those up and drink them. As quickly as I'm eating, they're taking my health back down. Even though I'm protecting from range for the faraway one. That, the tiger thing was really wiping me out. Got 15 seconds until the boss comes back. Here we go. Let's try running on the green this time. I don't know that that helped. It may not have been necessary, I don't know. One good hit and she's done. There we go. Looks like she dropped some diamonds, so again, not the best drop, but it's something. There's also a summer pie over here. We're gonna eat that for sure. Some monkfish, cool. And one of the minions was killed, I think because we had poisoned her the last time. So she kind of died while we were fighting Zilyana, so that helps out a little bit. Just in case you were wondering where she went to. Hey, Skylar, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here. We're just running around in rectangles trying to take out Zilyana, so wish us luck. How are you doing today? We got 10 seconds until the respawn here. 2, 1, and let's do it. Alright, let's get an armadillo crossbow drop for Skylar here. That'd be cool. Armadillo crossbow for Skylar. We'll get a pet drop for Rainbow. It'll be the best kill count ever. They keep hitting me somehow. I don't know how she's catching up to us now. I thought we were staying ahead of her. Just gonna heal a little bit on this trip around. My prayer's running a little bit low, as is my health, so just gonna take a minute to gather myself. Oh, yeah, sorry Skylar, I was real into it for a minute. When I'm doing these laps here, I'm not always paying attention to the chat. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you're enjoying the fight so far. I'm still kind of learning too. I'm not going to call myself an expert here. I've got about 200 kills in. But a lot of those kills were done when I was duo in the fight, so solo is something I'm brand new to, so we're just trying to figure it out today. Pro tip, don't stop and get hit by Zilyana. That should go without saying, but I'm not doing a very good job at it right now. Alright, she's just about done. There we go. Let's see what she drops. It's not a crossbow. Sorry, Skylar. We're trying to make it a crossbow drop for you, but not this time. Next time, though, guaranteed. We got 20k coins from that, though. not gonna complain about 20k. Yeah, it's been cool so far. I haven't been to the God Wars dungeon in a while, at least not for this boss, so it's kind of a cool change of pace. I was trying out some of the Desert Treasure 2 bosses over the past few days, and there's some pretty steep learning curves for those, so compared to that, this one hasn't been too bad. Do you play too, Skylar, or are you just tuning in just for something different? Oh, no wonder I'm not hitting. I still had my blowpipe out. Let's switch to the bowfa, then we'll actually do some real damage here. Alright, she's got about 100 health left here. Doing okay so far. Oh boy, that wasn't a good one. Let's heal up real quick. Yeah, if she gets a hold of you, she packs a punch here. We just need one lucky shot and she's gonna go down. We can't seem to get it though. There we go. Finally got her. We got some prayer potions from that kill. Yeah, usually, okay, you tried the dragon? Cool. But yeah, normally I just been playing RuneScape on here so far. I just started streaming a few weeks ago, so I'm trying to get up to like 25 follows and all that good stuff, trying to build like a community out of it. But so far I've just been playing RuneScape because I played this for like, I don't know, probably like 25 or 30 years of my life, so it's kind of like my comfort zone, you know? We are getting beat up here, guys. Let's see if we can take the ranger down. I don't know if we can. We are running low on food, so I think after this one, We're gonna hopefully get one more kill, and then we're gonna wrap up the stream for now. So cross your fingers that we can at least see one more kill. Hopefully we get something good. Okay, here we go, guys. Good luck, us. Uh-oh. It's not looking good, guys. I'm having trouble staying ahead of her. You know what? Let's go, let's get some more food. I'm gonna go back one more time so we can finish off with one more kill, and then we'll wrap it up. Thanks, Skylar. It didn't look like it was gonna happen that time, and it'll be a lot trickier to get back if I die and have to go pick my gear up and all that, so we'll just do it the responsible way. We'll get some more fish and stuff, we'll go back, we'll do one more quick trip of it. I'm not going to do a full trip, I just want to leave the stream on a high note, so we're just going to get enough food that we can get another kill. Then we'll head out. Let's grab one of our keys here again. Yeah, we can't just leave on that note. This is going to be the pet drop right here, right? So, can't leave that cliffhanger. Alright, take 5 here. Let's do it. I am stoked though, even if it's just like a few dozen kills we got here today, it's a few dozen kills I didn't have before. And I feel like I'm getting more comfortable moving around the arena there, so anytime you get more comfortable and learn a few things, I'd say that's good progress for RuneScape. Remember to protect from the wolves here. Okay, now we're gonna go east. I guess it's technically southeast. Somewhere over here in this direction. Gonna go down the first rope thing, and then we'll go find our second rope. And then we're back where we want to be. Just like anywhere else too, when you're fighting these God Wars bosses, there is a chance that other players may happen to be in the same world as you, fighting the same thing. So if that were to happen, you can just go into your world switcher here and just keep jumping around until you find a free world. So not the biggest deal. We've been pretty fortunate this time that nobody else has been camping Zilyana, but if it had happened, we would just move to a different world. Alright, here we go. Just gonna put on my better armor now that we're kinda safe in the lair here. Nothing to do now but to collect our spoils. That's gonna be hilarious if this is the time I die though, with a full inventory of food. That sounds like something I would do. not getting very lucky with our DPS here. We're barely doing any damage so far. Hopefully that changes. Now we're getting some hits. Cool. Almost. Suspense is killing me though. As is Zilyana. Sweet, here we go. Let's see what we get. Raynar weeds. Great. It's not a crossbow. But it's still money, so we'll take it. Let's just kill a couple of these minions and then we'll teleport out of here and we'll wrap up the stream, guys. Every once in a while you'll get like a decent drop from these guys, so that's why I like killing them if we're already here and we've got the time. Might as well. I guess I would throw out now, guys, if you're not currently following my channel, if you wouldn't mind dropping me a follow, I would much appreciate that. We are still trying to hit 25 before the weekend's over, so everyone is going to count there. And thank you. Alright. We'll take those law runes. We're probably not going to be able to kill this guy before the boss comes, so let's just telly out for now. Well, I had fun with that. You know, it was a pretty low stress fight for an hour. Do I have other requirements for affiliation? I'm trying to remember. I think there's a few that I still need. Like, I need to get, I think it's like 5 people chatting at the same time. And then there's some for, like, you need to have like a minimum, I think, average number of viewers. It needs to be like 3. I've still not landed that, so... As you can tell, I'm really just getting started here, so that's why we're just trying to do what we can to keep it interesting, and, you know, we'll see how it goes. But either way, at least we're making some money in RuneScape. We can keep investing in better gear, the content will get better, and eventually the followers will come, you know? I believe. Cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you watching, and hopefully you'll be around for the next stream. We are going to run with the clan later. I just joined a clan that through some guy that I met through this stream, actually. And we're going to do a Barrows run later today. So hopefully I'll see you there. But anyway, thanks for being here. I'll catch you next time.